to talk about language. Talk about how you use words to support your shift from being an unwell person to being well, to being healed, to being whole. Your words have power. I can't emphasize this enough. There's an energetic blueprint, there's a frequency to your language and how you talk about yourself, how you talk about your healing, how you talk about others, yes, but really this is focused on the self, because when we can change how we talk about ourselves, a lot of times we can change how we talk about others. It really matters. It really, really matters. So I want you to understand that this is an identity shift, right? The way you see yourself. For a long time, I saw myself as a person with a chronic illness. That was very much my identity. And I said that I hated it. And I said that I would do anything to heal. And there's truth to that. And every day and in every way, I was using my language and choosing to focus on sickness and letting my language focus on the unwellness and all the things I couldn't do and all the things I couldn't eat. And that just grew. What you focus on grows. It just grew exponentially until I was consumed by my sickness. This may be happening to you too with your trauma, with the things that have happened to you. There are people that I meet, then within 5 minutes, I know that their ex-husband tried to kill them, right? And that's part of their identity. That's the story that they tell. Within 10 minutes of talking with someone, I know that they identify as someone who loses people. People die in my life. I'm just someone that attracts people who die, or within just 2 minutes, being presented with pictures from people as proof of their unwellness, right? Well, here's the car accident I got in, and here are my x-rays, and here is the screenshots from this person who's crazy, who I can't get out of a relationship with. Like, they want to give you the evidence and tell you the story and list all the reasons why they are the way they are. And what we are doing when we focus our language that way, whether you identify with this, as an extreme example or not, you're probably doing this in little ways around things you are not in alignment with yet, right? Like money. I can't make money. This economy is so bad, right? This is very law of attraction and manifestation conversation. And it all applies here to healing and wellness, because that's what we're creating for ourselves. So understanding this is an identity shift, going from unwell, traumatized, victim mentality over to really speaking your existence into being and choosing to focus more really on what's going well, what opportunities you have, than being so dogmatic and bogged down by okay, the victim mentality and the wordage. So here's what I see people doing. I see that storytelling, like the example that I just gave, like every winter I get so depressed. Oh no, winter is coming. Here we go. Call in the seasonal affective disorder, right? Winter hasn't even come yet, and they're already saying, this is what happens to me every winter. Phrases like, there's no good guys out there. Men don't want someone like me. No, none of these men are healed. They're all so immature, right? From people who struggle to find a partner. I see a lot of diagnosing. Oh, we love our diagnoses, and I love them too. I'm still working to pull them out of my vocabulary, right? I'm so depressed. I have general anxiety disorder. I can't do that. A lot of can't. I can't microdose. I tried once and it just doesn't work for me. I'm never I'm never going to be able to find a good therapist because I can't afford one, and all the good ones don't exist, right? Just really the language, really tune in. You got to become aware of this. Really just points to all the ways that you are unwell and keeping yourself sick. And if you want to become well, this needs to shift. A lot of black and white statements, a lot of always and never, right? My mom always starts a fight with me at Thanksgiving, right? My best friend is never available to me when I text her. Okay. So a lot of the evidence, here's all the reasons and all the black and white thinking and all the black and white statements. And in order to change this, first you need to become aware, which I'm hoping this video helps you do. And then you need to just start self-correcting and practicing saying it a new way. And I'll be honest, you're going to be uncomfortable with this at first. This is going to feel a little bit silly or false. And some people feel like, well, I'm lying, right? This isn't the truth. I'm not well. So why am I speaking as if I'm well? We're not trying to deny the parts of you that aren't well. We're not in like that kind of creepy manifestation world, that spiritual bypass of like, everything's amazing all the time. I'm on the highest vibe all the time. Like, we are realistic and aware that there are parts of us and symptoms that need our attention and our acknowledgement. We're not discounting that, but we're not walking around, wounded and open, showing these parts and using these words to try and get that acknowledgement from the world. Okay. We're using our words and shifting our identity and perspective to step into a place of being more empowered around where we are and where we want to go. So a few tangible things here. Stop arguing for your limitations, which is all of this language. Stop using terms and words like, I can't do that. I tried it and it didn't work, right? There's nothing more fascinating to me. That I saw this a lot in the nutrition world too, like really offering someone a suggestion. They pay me for a suggestion. They are going to receive advice. Here's some advice. Here's what I'd like you to start doing. I can't do that. I tried that once. It didn't work. No, I don't like the taste of that. That's really gross. No, like just negative blocking, right? This is a protective mechanism. I can't is the most disempowering thing you could possibly say. I can't do breath work. Okay, guess what? You're alive right now because you're doing breath work. It literally means breathing with intention. You might not be breathing with intention, but you're breathing. And so you can do breath work if you choose to do breath work. So maybe just take out I can't and start replacing with it with I choose not to. Oh no, I'm choosing not to do breath work. That doesn't work for me. All day long, I will respect and honor that, but I can't do it. Do you see the difference? Right? I'm choosing not to do that. That doesn't work for me. Great. Let's explore some embodiment techniques that could work for you. Thank you for being clear. Thank you for being empowered, right? Thank you for stepping out of victimhood with, I can't do it. It doesn't work for me. It seems to work for everybody else, but it doesn't work for me. Man, it's so unfair, right? Really want you to see the victim mentality in this. Get rid of the phrase, I have to. Just stop with that, okay? Think about it. Oh, I have to take my supplements. Right? I have to cook. No, I can't go out tonight. I have to meal prep, right? Oh, it's so disempowering, so heavy, right? And change it with, I get to. Oh, I'm not available tonight because I get to meal prep for the week, right? I am so privileged that I have the money to buy the clean vegetables and fruits and proteins and prep them for the week so that I am successful. This is a privilege. Right? This is a heavy and hard one for me around like kids stuff, right? I have to do laundry, right? I have to put my kids to bed. I have to work. Those of you that don't like your job, right? Oh, I can't do anything fun on Saturdays because I have to work, right? My schedule sucks. Yeah. You're choosing it. You're choosing to stay at that job. You chose to have those kids. Right? That's what I have to tell myself. Yeah. You are choosing to do these things. So change it out from I have to or I need to, right? I need to take care of myself, right? Get to take care of myself. Shift that as soon as you can and notice how much lighter that I get to is. Stop saying should, y'all. Stop saying should. It's an awful judgment word, right? Oh, I should know that. Oh, I shouldn't be late. I should really do breath work. I should get more consistent with my microdosing. I could get more consistent with my microdosing if I chose to. I could get more consistent with breath work if it was important to me and I sat down and really scheduled it in or talked to my partner about that or held myself accountable or asked someone else to hold me accountable. Could is so much more empowering. And just know here that statements that start with I am blank are a powerful opportunity to shift. I'm so tired. If you just keep saying, I'm so tired, I'm so depressed, I'm so anxious, you are creating more of that, right? I'm so looking forward to a nap later. And right now, I'm present. I'm here with everything that's here, right? I am lost and confused when it comes to money, I'm learning how to be a better steward of my finances. Right? Do you see the differences, how disempowered and how empowered you can be around these things? Stop saying why. I really hate that word. There's like very few times in our lives, and especially around our healing, where this is a helpful word, right? Like a lot of the why phrases that I hear are like, why is my husband like that? I don't know. Like that's what you're choosing to focus on, right? You only can control your own behavior, right? Why am I not further along in my healing? This is not going to give you good feelings or answers, right? What can I be doing? Switch it to what and how questions. What can I be doing to support my healing? I'm feeling frustrated that I'm not further along. What can I do to support myself? Totally different than why am I not further along in my healing? You do hear the judgment, the heaviness, the disempowerment, and the why. So let go of why. I mean, does it help to ask, why are my children not going to sleep? I know you're looking for an answer, right? It's probably what they ate earlier in the day, if I had to guess, or the lack of nutrients, or I don't know what. I'm not commenting on your children, but asking why I do it too is a way to try and figure it out so you can troubleshoot it so it doesn't happen again. And it's also a way to feel like a victim. Why me? Why is this happening to me? Get rid of it. Stop saying it. When it comes to the diagnoses, if you do need to communicate, like I have ADHD, like I struggle with focus. To me, I struggle with focus, or I'm working on focusing, is very different than I have ADHD, which is like very definitive. Like I have this, it is mine. It is part of me. It's part of my identity, right? So shifting into I've been diagnosed with ADHD could kind of keep you a little bit separate from it. And I'm currently seeking solutions and alternatives to traditional care. Or not making excuses. You know, I have been diagnosed with celiac disease. I can't eat gluten. Maybe one day I can. I told you couldn't say can't. Let me see if I can do this in real time in front of you. I choose not to eat gluten because it makes me sick for 3 days, right? I can actually eat gluten. I can put it in my mouth and I can chew it and I can swallow it. I can eat it, right? Can my digestive system assimilate it at this time without pain? No. Right? So I choose not to be in pain all the time. And trust me, there are plenty of people who are allergic and intolerant to foods and things who choose to have cats and eat those foods and just be allergic. So I'm changing that. I choose not to eat gluten. It does not work for my body at this time, right? I'm not going to argue for my limitations. So I'm wondering if, this was a quick video, but this is a point I really wanted to get across. You can start to shift your identity and stop telling stories and using these disempowering statements and really get aware of the words that you're using and shift into less victim-y and more empowering language. Something someone told me once a long time ago that works for me too is you can say up until now. Right? Up until now, I've really struggled in my relationship with my mom, and I'm working every day on healing that, right? Instead of, I have to go see my mom and it's always the worst, right? Are you going to heal your relationship from that energy? No. Up until now, it was challenging for me to go to cocktail parties and social situations and work functions without feeling anxious. And I'm microdosing now and I have these new tools and I'm feeling a shift into a more empowered and positive place. And I'm really, really hoping to ride that out. I'm intending to ride that out. Okay. So here's your challenge. Can you shift your language? Stop saying you have to, stop saying you can't, stop saying should, stop saying why, and step into the embodiment of your highest self. I am whole. I am well. I am able to acknowledge what's not working, and I choose to focus more on what is working, where there are glimmers of hope, where I am making progress, as tiny as it might feel at times. I'm not going to minimize that. I'm going to maximize and turn towards that progress and just minimize and extinguish and focus less on those things that make me feel like a victim. Okay, friends, I believe in you. I can't wait to hear how did this video land with you. Please put it down in the comments, and thank you for doing this brave healing work. It's so fun if you can kind of look at it like a game. This one is definitely like a game. Change your language, change your words. You'll change your life and your health. Bye.